that. As long as you come to mine, and there's a welcome on the mat. Sing a song and make a fuss, whoever you are, you want to set your Irish. This is the place for you. Hey, look, come over, stand me here. I'm fresh out of Clover, I'm always up to here. But don't pass the plate, folks, don't pass the cup. I beg you whenever you're down and out, the only way is up to turn me up like a rosebud. High on the pine.
I'm just having my Jameson without the coffee right now, but we'll get to the coffee later on. First of all, this is the second annual contest. The contest winner from last year is here. We'll introduce him in a bit. But first, I'd like to introduce the distinguished panel of judges who, by their the distinguished panel of judges and Hank Sperker. I'm sorry. The distinguished panel of judges who, by their stature in the community, qualify for being judges.
Bill Taylor's his name.
From the Journal, right?
Coming in, watch
Okay, now for the judges, a judge who has come back from last year and who was invited back, even though at the end of the contest, some people thought he would never be invited back. You know him mainly for his for giving a lot of relief to people, and I think he's going to give a little bit, at least comic relief today, to the judging. Mr. Tug McGraw from the Philadelphia Phillies. Where is he? There he is. He is still standing, but it is early in the contest. We'll give him a chance. And to offset Tug McGraw, we had someone with a very educated palate, someone who would know the difference between right and wrong, or at least good and bad. And you know him as the food editor for the Philadelphia Inquirer, Mr. Bill Collins. Bill? He's in the office. I mean, no, he is here, I promise you. And now for the distinguished guest of honor. I only said that, Hank, because your name was right in the middle there. The distinguished guest of honor from right down the street from WPVI, the man who gallops his way all over town, stuffing a lot of food in his mouth, and who will now try to do the same with Irish coffees, my colleague and friend, Mr. Hank Sperker. And we have an out-of-town visitor, and we asked her to come in for two special reasons. First of all, she is with a very prestigious magazine, Restaurant Hospitality Magazine, and should know all about these things. And second of all, she's from Cleveland and need a little bit of help anyway, so please give a nice welcome to Carol Cordick. Carol? That's the only Cleveland joke of the evening. And now from the Philadelphia Journal, the great newspaper, we have another educated palate. He told me that himself, Mr. Bill Taylor. Bill? And we have a very special gentleman today who insisted and threw his weight around a little bit so that he would make sure that he was a judge. I think he threatened several things to several of the people here, and he does have the power to stand behind that. So we're very honored and we're going to try to mind ourselves with this gentleman. He is the sheriff of Montgomery County, Sheriff Delaney. Your Honor? Did you notice that Tug McGraw took 2 steps backwards when I announced the sheriff here? Mr. Collins, please. He was here indeed. Thank you. We gave you a sensational, really, you should have heard what I said about you. Stand with the other judges. I'm glad he didn't hear all that. All right, let's talk about the rules a little bit. First of all, the rules are we're trying to make the best Irish coffee in this area. We're using, of course, the best Irish whiskey, John Jameson, and I happen to know this a little bit. I had an Irish grandmother, and this is a true story, and I told this to Tug a couple of years ago. My little Irish grandmother, who passed on at the tender age of 92, up until about 2 weeks before she died, she used to walk around with a little water glass full of Jameson every day, and it was her medicine, and I don't know if it helped her to live that long. I don't think we can make that claim, but she was happy to have lived that long, and I once... I don't think she would have been happy with the goings-on here. I once suggested that perhaps she put an ice cube or some soda or something in it, and she blessed herself and didn't talk to me for about 3 years. But so I do have a little bit of experience with the dew that we're going to put in our stomachs right now. Let's talk about the actual rules. First of all, only professional bartenders are eligible. Everybody has their own recipes, but we're looking for the people where you can go to the establishments and actually get the drinks. The bartenders must make Irish coffee like they do in their own establishment. So if we have a winner here and you go to their establishment, you'll be getting the first prize winner. The judges will decide on the basis of taste and appearance. 10 points for taste, 5 points for appearance, for a maximum score of 15 points. The judges' decision is to be based upon their own personal experience and their own personal preference. And I think we have a good cross-section of judges here with a lot of personal experiences. The bartenders will be divided into 3 different rounds. We're not going to announce who they are and what their numbers are to keep it completely fair, but we'll announce who is in each individual group, and there will be 3 different groups, hopefully totaling up almost to 30. We have almost 30 people here today, even with the weather.
Good job.
Die of thirst or not? He's already started. Is it official? Yeah, get over it. Are we all going to start? I was telling you, James never tasted so good. That scotch yesterday.
Huh? No.
Eddie told you.
The judges are admiring the clarity, the bouquet, the clarity, right? We all, little Mike.
Pretentious.
Was that Mr. Collins that said aggressive but not obtrusive? I'm not sure. No, Tug. Wrong. Tug, it's in the glasses, Tug. That's for a little later on. Didn't we have someone keeping an eye on him? I thought that was part of the deal. By the way, for all the folks who are jammed in the room with the wonderful tenors, there is more room on the other side. And when we finish this judging part, if you need a little leeway, come on over here.
More cream than the whiskey. I'll see it about 30.
Mr. McGraw has just challenged Mr. Spurka to something or other. We'll have to figure that out later on. Oh, jeez, stop.
What do you think? You must really sit in the Irish coffee. Hi, how you doing? Oh, great. Super.
Here, why don't we just...
Those straws are...
Wait a minute, let me have another one.
Eddie, you're the only guy who can handle it.
I don't know what you're shouting about.
You're probably not Irish.
But let's announce the next round of contestants, and if they could come up, please, and get ready while the judges are deciding who the first round winners are. From Smoky Joe's, we have Mr. Scott Schultz. From Mace's Crossing, Mr. Cy Cole. From O'Dwyer's, we have Gary O'Herman. One Irishman. No, there's a couple Irishmen there. From Burns Tavern, we have Frank Burns. Hey! Who brought his own groupies with him. From the library, Mr. Steve Bailey. And from Kavanaugh's Restaurant, Mr. Terry Carr. So if we could have those contestants up here, please, to prepare for the second round. Thank you. Well, I did want to clear something up that I made a mistake on earlier. The last year's winner is in this second round. His name is Frank Burns. Again with his groupies. Frank last year represented Kavanaugh's Tavern at 32nd and Market. Frank, in the interim, from the fame and fortune that the Crown got him, has opened his own tappy now, and he's representing himself this year. So good luck to you and to all of you, Frank. Where are our judges? Did they all flake out on us? We have the second round is ready. Ladies and gentlemen, second verse, tasty as the first. Maybe some of you can start at the other end. Why don't we spread them all out? You don't have to wait in line. Carol?
Pete?
Why don't you start?
Where are you?
I'm told that the judging on the first round was difficult, and it was pretty close because there were some good entries, and they're working out the mathematics on it now, and we'll have that for you in just a second. Tuck McGraw is explaining the mysteries of life to Maxine Black from Channel 10, and she looks thoroughly convinced. I'm not quite sure what he said to her, but she's smiling, so it worked, Tug. For some reason or other, the judges seem to be a bit slower in the second round. I'm not quite sure what that is. And they seem to be smiling a lot more, so something's working right here. We have a decision?
Yeah. Me. After second.
Okay. Okay, as the judges, again, smilingly taste round two, we do have the judges' decision, and let me tell you, they're all within a couple of points in round one. This was a toughie. As a matter of fact, the first place winner of round one, who is Mr. Kevin Kane from Kavanaugh's Restaurant, he is the first round winner, but he was just half a point away and a point away from a couple of others. So it really was very tight and very close the first round. If Mr. Kevin Kane can be available for the final round, just to get him all hepped up and bothered, we'll let that is the first round winner, and all the rest of them. I want to say the judges had a tough time deciding who would not be the winner. And you didn't say that? Yes, you did. I have your scores right here.
Say something.
Tug has just been accused of hogging the drinks, and we're trying to keep an eye on him as best we can. We finish off round two. I would like to thank all the contestants, and as the judges are getting ready to total up the scores for round two, we're going to announce who the participants in round three are so they can get up here and start making their coffees. Thank you, all gents. I think we have all gents here this time. In the third and last group, these are the contestants and their respective establishments. First of all, from Captain Z's, we have Harry Rigler. Several fans of Harry's here. We have from the Tiffany's Steakhouse, Mr. Timothy McInerney. From J.C. Dobbs, we have McInerney. That's an Irish name, Tug. From, you were in the Marines with Tim McInerney. Maybe it's the same one. Who knows? From J.C. Dobbs, we have Bridget Devlin. Bridget, you're in. What can I say? And from the In-Flight Restaurant, Jack Castorina. From the Black Banana, we have John Schwarzenbach.
How about the in-flight judge?
The in-flight judge, yes. We have an in-flight judge who is hovering over the area at this very moment. From the, yes, here for Dennis. From the Newsstand Restaurant, we have Mr. Jim McCormick. And from the Marriott, we have Pat Veracco. So if we can get all those, Pat has a few fans here. If we can get all those contestants up here now and start whipping up our drinks for round three, the judges are again trying to decide with a little bit of difficulty who the winner in round two was. But in the meantime, let's lift a few again, and let's hear a bit of music, a wee bit of music from the back, can we? Beautiful. A big hand, please. That wonderful music. Thank you. Okay, round three. Round three, we have a very colorful and very exciting looking bunch of drinks here. The judges are attacking it when we do have the decision of the judges for round two. And again, it was a very tough decision. And the winner, trying for his second year in a row, Mr. Frank Burns from Burns Tavern. Big hand for Frank. So Frank, you'll be ready for the final round coming up very soon after we go through the third round here. There's some very colorful ones here. What is that?
Get
it, Tuck. Get it. Huh? You want me out of water? I know. We need volunteers to help carry Tug home. You'll just form a line right over here. Thank you. this was the hardest because they were all really super. The winner of the third round from the in-flight restaurant, Mr. Jack Castorina. If I could please, I'm going to announce again the winners, what am I talking about? The winners of the first 3 rounds. And the first round winner from Kavanaugh's Restaurant at 32nd and Market, Mr. Kevin Kane. The winner of the second round from Burns Tavern, Mr. Frank Burns. Big hand for Frank. And again, the winner of the third round from the in-flight restaurant, Mr. Jack Castorina. If I could have those 3 finalists up here, please. We'll begin to make the last concoction, which will be given. This is the drink-off, as someone tactfully reminded me. I did want to announce that all of the participants who worked very hard, and with one exception, who we won't mention his name because he's very sensitive, did a great job. I'm sorry, Dennis. No. I did want to say that I did see the scores, and they were all very close, and everyone worked very hard. And each and every one of the participants will... do you want to pick out furniture? He likes Danish Modern. Each and every one of the participants in this afternoon's contest will get a beautiful, absolutely marvelous certificate. Okay, we have the 3 finalists have prepared their concoctions, and judges, if we could please approach the judging area, the staging area, please. Thank you. Just jump right in there. Don't be shy. There we go. Hank, we knew you could do it. A hush falls upon the crowd. Hush. See, they don't do it right. Nobody does it. You don't do it right. What number? This is a very tense moment, folks. Very tense. Some of the judges are a bit loose, but the rest of us are very tense. By the way. Some Kavanaugh's, Kevin Kane. 30 seconds. Okay. Remember now, just to let you know, again, the 3 finalists, Kevin Kane from Kavanaugh's Restaurant at 32nd and Market, Frank Burns from Frank Burns Tavern, and Jack Castorina from the In-Flight Restaurant. As my voice gets muted and into a hush, this is the time where Kurt Gowdy usually says, this is it. This is the years of practice, the years of hard work. It all comes down to this final moment, ladies and germs. Kurt Gowdy says that. I'm not kidding, Jim. After the judges have tasted the 3 finalists, again, these are fresh drinks that they've made, they're going to retire to the judging area, going to add up the scores, talk among themselves if they wish, and decide who will be this year's king of Irish coffee. Very small hand of it. Tug is on his 3rd taste try of this particular round, followed closely by Mr. Collins. He still has enough motor senses. Well, he can click the pen, which is not bad. Let's not look a gift pen in the mouth.
It's a hell of a job, but somebody has to do it.
So Mr. Collins just told me it's a dirty, awful, tough job, but somebody's got to do it. And I think he... By the way, I think we do owe our judges a big hand and a lot of thanks for the work they've done. For those of you who got here late, or for those of you whose minds are clouded enough to not remember, they are, of course, the inimitable or indomitable or abdominal or abdominal, what is it? Abominable Mr. Tug McGraw from the Philadelphia Phillies. Appearance is no longer part of the judging. I hope that means your appearance and not the appearance of the drinks. I see. He can't see. Okay. Mr. McGraw can't see, so we're taking out appearance as one of the criteria of the judges. We do again have Mr. Bill Collins, the food editor for the Philadelphia Inquirer. Thank you, Bill. And where is the great ghost? Is in the back there. Your favorite guzzle guzzler from WPVI Channel 6, Mr. Hank Sperka. Thank you, Hank. And again, we do have this. We are having a contest later on for Carol from Cleveland on all the Cleveland jokes. Mr. Carol Kordick from Cleveland, Ohio. You remember it. Who was with Restaurant Hospitality Magazine. Thank you, Carol. Montgomery's own Sheriff Delaney. The sheriff will be outside tagging all your cars as you leave. No. And from the Philadelphia Journal, Mr. Bill Taylor. Thank you, Bill.
It's better than riding a bicycle to Florida, isn't it?
That's, oh no. Wait. We did want to mention that, by the way, for all of those who remember last year. This is the plug time. Tug McGraw and his bicycle caravan. Right, I see.
Easy for you.
There's a misprint on this. Tug McGraw and his musical bicycle caravan for the benefit of my muscular dystrophy. Tug, that's the fourth drink. Can we all, we don't want another one. No. Tug wants a fresh one. That's right. You sell more hot dogs than extra innings, as Bill Giles once said. You remember Bill Giles.
They're all the same. I gotta have a fresh one.
Mr. McGraw in the finals. No, it's in the rules now. It's in the rules. Mr. McGraw has come up with a tie in the finals for the three finalists. The three finalists are now making fresh drinks for the benefit of Mr. McGraw and for the aggrandizement of all those here gathered. That's right. Uh-oh, the coat comes off. Please, allow me. Thank you. Thank you. Now, the coat is... Oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me. Right. No, not on the air. Okay. It's the bottom of the ninth. Bases loaded, 2 outs. He's in the bullpen. And what do we have before our very eyes? Fresh coffee, fresh glasses. Did you order the clean glass, sir? Or are you the one? We're doing all the punchlines, folks. We don't have time to do all the jokes. You'll just fill in the jokes right now. 37. Remember that one? Thank you. He never could tell a joke. Okay. You're really breaking them for everybody, aren't you? I see. As Tug is savoring the three finalists, I would like to take this opportunity to thank the three folks who have made the interludes very happy for us with their fine playing and singing. At the piano we have Mr. Sonny Burns. Thank you, Sonny. And at the vocal cords we have Joe Hinesley. What do you say? At the vocal cords, at the piano, at the vocal cords, Joe Hinesley and Joe Murray. Thank you both. Thank all three of you, gents. I believe that Mr. McGraw has made his decision. His decision is being taken over to the other judges, all of whom are asleep at this point. And, rolling, okay. The judges are about to make their final decisions, ladies and gentlemen.
Carol to award the crown here.
And to award the crown, again, we've been picking on her because she's from Cleveland. No, listen, it's a great town and a great state. And Carol Kordick, again, from Restaurant Hospitality Magazine, the trade magazine for those of us foolish enough to have ever been in the restaurant business, and those of you who know what I'm talking about, is here to award the crown and the certificate to the winner, to this year's King of Irish Coffee. And the judge's decision is imminent, if not eminent.
Not what?
Eminent.
Okay.
Very bad play on words. Emollients, yes. Smooth.
I didn't do it.
If not, why not?
Do you want to hold that for a couple minutes? Do you want to hold it for a couple minutes? Because nothing's going to happen.
You're absolutely not going to believe this. The same winner as last year, Cavanaugh's Restaurant.
But it's not the same bartender.
No, it's a different bartender.
Okay. All right.
Using their restaurant.
Fine. Oh, it's the same restaurant. Okay. We're ready with the winner. We're rolling. We're rolling. I see. Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please, the moment that we have all been waiting for. We have another drum roll, please. Thank you, Sonny. It's a tenor drum roll. Thank you. That was a great line, and I'll use it. We have the winner, and the winner, interestingly enough, the winner this year from Kavanaugh's Restaurant, Mr. Kevin Kane. And from St. Joe's, Mr. Kevin Kane. Kevin, would you come over here, please? Kevin, could you come over here, please?
Take it to you, Ed.
Do you have the crown? There's the crown. Do we have the certificate? The certificate, please. Do we have the certificate? Do we have the winner's certificate?
Let's get him to face the cameras. Hey, Eddie, can you do it over here so we have
Wherever you like. The mic reaches this far. Okay.
Do I get to kiss the judge?
You don't get to kiss the MC, that's for sure. That's for damn sure.
Let me go.
I mean, just this one judge. I don't want to kiss.
All right, you want to get by here? Okay. Here's the crown. You have the crown?
Yes, we have the crown right here.
Thanks, Tucker.
somebody help Doug out.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, the moment we have all been waiting for here. That's right. The moment we have all been waiting for, where Ms. Carol Cordick will present to Kevin Kane of Kavanaugh's Restaurant at 32nd and Market Street the crown marking him king of Irish coffee for the year of 1979. Carol?
That's as far as it goes.
Congratulations, Kevin.
Thank you very much.
Speech.
And perhaps a little kiss for the king. Ah, yes. Yes.